Hey guys, James with Life Transitions. Anyone chilly this morning? Yes, I noticed it. It felt like it was minus 16. So we've come into the office today warming ourselves by the virtual fire. See, we're not allowed to have real fires in the plaza here, but having a nice hot cup of black coffee, my favorite. Leanne and I, we've been talking a lot about the changes that seem to happen in our lives, in our environment. We drive around, we cover thousands of kilometers in a year serving our families. We drive past farmer fields. We watch them get plowed over. We watch them get covered with snow and frost. We watch them get planted, sprouting, harvested. This cycle we see all the time, the leaves that we're all starting to deal with now. Great reminders, symbols that surround us that there is a continuation, there is a flow in life. And of course, Life Transitions, we're a company that helps families plan for death. We help a family deal with a death that's occurred suddenly. But the bottom line is we deal with death. We're a death care expert provider. And we encourage people to not turn into morbid people and think about and discuss death all the time. But you've probably wondered how things are supposed to look when you die. If you haven't, maybe it's time to maybe have that conversation with your family. Put some plans in place. Everything starts with a conversation. We have conversations here all the time. We'll have some conversation today around the virtual fire with some folks. But the idea that just as those fields are planted and they're harvested and the leaves sprout and fade and fall, I too will die. So we talk about planning all the time, and that the more knowledge you have, the more you're not at the risk of overspending or underspending, or ultimately that transaction you're not the victim of your own lack of knowledge. So we'd encourage everybody, whether you're going to use our service someday or not, no obligation. We'd love to have you stop in. This is our information package from Life Transitions. Well, we'd love to hand this to you. What you have in here is directly from, completely unfiltered, from the Bereavement Authority of Ontario. This is the Consumer Information Guide. Questions that were asked all the time about scattering. Do I need a funeral home? Do I need a will? If I prearrange, where does my money go? How do I know it's protected? All of that is answered so well, directly from the source, unfiltered. We want to give you that book here. We have something that we literally call the Planning Guide here. It's a fantastic place to get you thinking about details. If you're going to have a service, what would it look like? Would there be music? If there's going to be a public announcement, which names would you include in that? So this planning guide is full of all kinds of great memory joggers and places to compile information for a next of kin or for an executor. And of course, we want to put our price list into your hand. We talk about numbers all the time around here. We put everything on the table. We want you to see all of our prices for all the conceivable services that seem to happen in our area. But again, I guess bottom line, we want you guys to think about putting some plans in place. It's wise. You know it's wise because we plan for everything. And we want you to plan for some end times, have that conversation with your family. Pop into Life Transitions. We'd love to put one of these into your hand. Again, no obligation whatsoever. And we'll try to stay warm around the fire here and have a coffee. So this is James, Life Transitions. Have a fantastic day. It is sunny outside, so enjoy the sunshine. Have a great day. We'll see you.